is going on, guys? Starting to squad out 2001 here, bringing you another GTA 5 video for you guys today. And today I'm going to be taking a look at another bike, and that is going to be the Dinka Vindicator. So let's get straight into it and see how it goes. Alright, so getting straight into what this bike is based off of, it is based off of the Honda NM4 Voltus and the Honda Range Adventure. Now, I do think that this bike looks like it took more inspiration from the Voltus than the Adventure, but I still can't see the resemblance between the two. And in terms of where you can purchase this vehicle, it is under Legendary in the motorcycle category, and it is the fourth cheapest bike in this category. Does not have a trade price, but the price of it is $630,000, and it is a good price, especially for a bike like this, since it does come with the boosting capability, which we will go over later on in the video. But for now, let's go on ahead and get the bike customized and see how it can look. Alright, so as usual, we're gonna start this out with maxing out the armor, maxing out the brakes, the engine, and as for exhaust, we have some options here, but which option do I want to go for exactly? I do want one of the twin options. Do I want the carbon though? Maybe, or do I rather the chrome? Honestly, I kind of like the look of the triangular exhausts better, so I think I'm gonna go with the twin carbon. I really like the triangular exhaust, so yeah, I think I'm gonna settle on that. In terms of the fairing, we have custom fairing. No, I mean carbon fairing. Do I want to do that? I guess I'll do it for now and just see how the colors look. Alright, we do have a carbon front mudguard. I'm not gonna do that. As for headlights, we'll deal with that later. We already have that. As for the plate, we're gonna do Galaxy with the blue on white 3. And now it's time for the respray. Alright, so in terms of the primary color, I cannot see that it changes anything. And that's probably because what usually changes with the primary is now carbon due to the fairing. So let me go and change that back to default, and now we can take a look at the primary colors again. And yes, exactly what I thought. Alright, so now we can make this in blue. Alright, and then for the secondary colors, all it changes is just the bottom part to the front right there. Do I want to put this in blue as well, or do I want to leave it as black? I am not entirely sure. It does look good with the blue,
what y'all thinking?
but I think I might just leave it in black. Actually, nah. I don't really like how that looks. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep the primary color as blue and put the secondary color back as black. I don't like how it looks with just that one part there being in blue. So yeah, we're gonna leave that in black. Alright, and now we have the crew emblem. It goes right there on the side. Alright, that looks cool.
Not that she didn't already.
And then we can move on from the respray into the saddlebags. Ooh, this bike gets saddlebags now. So I'm guessing just like the other bike that I made a video on with saddlebags, I'm gonna assume that this was originally a 2-seater, and with the addition of the saddlebags, it is now a 1-seater. Let's put on the turbo. We have the wheel types, and I do not know what wheels I want to put on this bike. I have not a single clue. I can't even see the wheels properly. Half these bikes you can't even see the wheel options properly.
Hey, take your time. I've got all day.
Oh, that looks cool. That looks good too. Don't really like any of these other options. That looks really good. I don't know if I want to do it though. That looks cool. Again, I don't know if I want to do it though. Honestly, I think this one here is my favorite out of everything I've seen, so I'm gonna go with that one. Alright, we gotta put that exact same wheel type on the back wheel as well, so let's go down and look for it. It is, there it is, Enigma. Right, so now we can change the wheel color to black, and we gotta put the custom tires along with the actually I don't think that changed anything, but anyways, we do bulletproof tires and we get the blue tire smoke. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the bike's customizations. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, because I do think it looks pretty good. Alright, so now let us get into the performance stats of this vehicle. For the top speed, it comes in at 121 miles per hour or 195 kilometers per hour, which actually makes this the second fastest bike that I currently own. In terms of the drivetrain, it is a rear wheel drive. The weight comes in at 280 kgs or 617 pounds. In terms of the handling, I think it handles pretty well. Actually, it handles very well, honestly, in my opinion. It's really good on turns, and yeah, I mean, doesn't do any craziness. Pretty good turning radius as well. In terms of the acceleration, it is pretty decent as well. The braking, as you saw right there, is actually very good. And in terms of, well, performance stats in general, I just think that this bike is insanely good. And even though it's not the fastest bike I currently own, I still would say, in my opinion, that it is better than the Nagasaki Carbon RS, even though that is the fastest bike I currently own. But anyways, let's get into the LS car meet. Alright, here we are in the LS car meet once again, and as you guys know by now, the only thing we are here to do is to get the blue headlights. So we equip that right now, and yeah, time to get out of here again. Alright, so now that the customizations for this bike is fully complete, we can take a look at it properly in its entirety. And might I say, this bike looks incredibly good. I love the shape of it. I love the fact that the mirrors are hidden in the front part of the bike itself. I think that is a really cool detail for this bike. I actually really like the way the saddlebags look compared to the other bike that I made a video on with the saddlebags. Yeah, the entire aesthetic of it, the shape of it, everything, I just really like the look of this bike a lot. And let us take a look at it now with the engine and the headlights turned on. So there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, the headlight itself doesn't actually look blue, but you can see on the ground that it is blue. I guess that's probably just because of the angle. But anyway, I mean, the bike looks really good. Alright, apologies for the cut there, but I had to go do something. So anyways, getting back to the bike, this bike, I should probably mention, does not have any explosive resistance whatsoever, so it can be blown up with one shot of any explosive weapon that you have, and that includes a homing launcher. Down goes my bike. Let me go and call it back, and then we will talk about the next feature that this bike has. Okay, so do you guys remember earlier on in the video I mentioned this bike has boosting capability? Well, let me show you guys it in action. Alright, and this is the same boosting capability that you can get within the F1 cars. So yeah, here it is here in action, and it actually makes this bike incredibly fast, much faster than it already is. Like, if you ask me, I think this boost would probably end up making this bike possibly faster than the Nagasaki Carbon RS, which is insane. This bike, just because of the boosting capability, just might be hitting 200 kilometers per hour. But I mean, hey, if it is, then that is absolutely amazing. But now, taking a look at the wheelie capability, I mean, it holds up for a while. Couldn't really see it properly there, plus I did just fall off my bike. Let's try this again. There it goes, it's up. It's still up. Okay, so it died right as I got to top speed, which most bikes do that. There's only a handful of bikes in this game that does not die mid-wheelie. But anyways, that's the wheelie capability. But yeah, that's all there is in terms of other features for this bike. So let's get into my final thoughts. I think this bike is incredibly good. The customizations for it are decent. The aesthetic for this vehicle, the way it looks, is just amazing. I love the model of it. The handling, the performance stats on everything is absolutely great, especially when you pair it up with the boosting capability, making it faster than it should be. And I mean, yeah, this bike is just great overall, and I do recommend that you pick it up, especially as a beginner. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video here for today. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like down below, subscribe if you have not, turn on notifications so you do not miss any future videos or live streams. Click the link in the description to take you straight to all of my individual social links. Let me know what you guys think of this bike down in the comments. My name is Scholar 2001, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and as always, have a great one. See you all later. Goodbye.